So what's the one thing that riders often overlook that they can do on the road to keep themselves safer? I'll tell you in a moment. Hi everybody, welcome back to Bike to Table Reviews. My name's John. I'm up here in Northeast Ohio, and I have that secret. What's the one thing that riders often overlook that can keep themselves safer on the road? And that is tire pressure. Very simple, basic, but often overlooked because of how much of a pain in the butt it can be. Now the front tire, checking that, no problem. Now for those that have saddlebags, but especially for those of us who are riding baggers, we understand the whole complexity and the pain in the butt that it is for checking the rear tire for pressure and getting it filled if we need it. Because there's a couple of things. One, you have to take off the bag, detach any kind of electronics, audio that you have hooked up to it. That has to come off. Your hand is going to get filthy because you're reaching in there to places where you normally never clean. That sounds disgusting, but it's true. Because you're reaching back in there to undo that cap. Now it has grease, it's got road dirt, it's got who knows what under there. And you also run the risk of cutting the back of your hand or your thumb on that brake rotor. Then once you have the cap off, it's going to be tough to wedge that gauge in there to get a proper seal, to get a proper reading. And how many times you hear the air just hissing out as you're trying to get that seal to get the reading. Then, if you don't have a bike lift, you know you're going to be crawling down on the ground, the floor, the hot asphalt, the hot concrete, whatever it is, you're going to be crawling on it to get that reading. And if you have to add air, to get that hose in there to seal properly again, to add air, that's an issue. Now because of all of that, riders, especially baggers, don't check their back tire that often. That's why, especially now that I converted my wife's Softail into a bagger, I needed to get a tire pressure monitoring system. The one that I chose was FOBO Bike 2. Now the reason I picked this one is because I don't have to go riding a half mile or a mile down the road for the sensor to be able to send a signal to the monitor to be able to know what my tire pressure is, that I then have to go home, wait for the pipes to cool off, to get in there to add air if I have to. That just doesn't make sense to me. So this way, I have a tire pressure right before I ride anytime that I want, right on my smartphone. Okay, let's take a look, see what we have in the box. It's the FOBO Bike 2. Looks like it comes in two different colors. You have the black and the silver. This one's marked silver because that's going to go on my wife's bike. She has chrome wheels, so that should blend in better than the black. Take a look. Okay, we have a little instruction booklet, a quick start guide looks like. So yeah, that's good. We'll hold on to that for when we do the installation. Set that aside. These are the FOBO sensors. There we go. Looks like there's a little tab here we can pull out for the battery that's already inside of it. Silver cap. Take a look at this. Okay, looks like these are for if you get a new tire. Looks like you can put those inside the tire, so you have the FOBO set up already there. Looks like these are some kind of lockdown nuts. A little keychain thing. Oh, nice. An extra set of batteries in case the other ones go bad. And then let's take a look and see what this is. That is nice and packed tight. Oh. Okay, these look to be the installation tools for the FOBO. So it looks like it has a lockdown. Oh, that matches up here with the lockdown bolts. So that's what's in here. So let's go ahead. Let's check out the quick start guide. It does look like it talks about loading up the app from the App Store. I'll app up on the phone. I'll make sure that I show you that. Talking about the sensors, installing the batteries. Yeah. And that's what's in the box. Okay, we'll take a look at installing the app. So we'll go to our Play Store, go to our search, and it's already here, FOBO Bike 2. Looks like that's it, FOBO Bike 2. We'll click install. Get that going. Says it's installed. Let's open up the app. Oh, okay, cool. So we can sign on, looks like, with Google, Facebook, or sign in with my email. Okay, oh, we got the little warning thing. Only while we're using the app. Yep, that'd be good. Okay, KPA, well, I'm not sure what that is, but we're doing PSI. And we use Fahrenheit. We set that. Bike list. I tried to add it. Okay, we're going to do a motorcycle. I'll allow a picture from a gallery, and I already have one on the camera that I want to use, which is this one that I took the other day when I went out to the airport. Choose that one. Should pop in right here. Alright, and there I am, right there. Okay, let's get our name. We'll just say John's Bike. There we go. So I'm sure we can change that later. Alright, it looks like we can get to vehicle recommendations, vehicle details. We can put that in also. Lure to zero pressure. Yeah, we definitely want that. And I have a 2011. Done. Okay, something else on here that I just saw is we can set our own parameters for our tire pressure. So you can go up and down as much as you want. We'll put it 48. So we're done. So we have those registered across. We have my information in here, and then press up top here, and that'll save your bike. Okay, so we have the bike in the app. Next step is to sync the app with the sensors that we have on the bike. Let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, everybody, I was able to find a good angle for the camera. So first step, take the nut off. I guess we don't need it anymore, so we can just leave it there. Next up, we're going to take one of these little nuts, again with the bump side facing the tire. There we go. And we'll put that all the way down till it's, you don't have to really tighten it, just so it's snug. Next after that is going to be the FOBO monitor. You'll hear a little hiss like that. Tighten that in there nice and snug. Then you rotate up the nut until it meets the bottom. Grab our little handy dandy tool that they supplied with it. And then tighten that down. Alright, that easy. It's installed. Now the next thing, let's go ahead and get it set up for our app. We'll go to John's Bike. We're going to proceed because we're doing the first sensor. So we're going to put the phone right next to the sensor. You can see it's installing right now. Okay, well apparently I was supposed to do the rear tire first, because you can see right there it says RT, that means rear tire. Now if you do this, don't worry about it. You just press that down. We rotate the tire. Rotate sensor from rear tire to front tire. Confirm. Hey, guess what? It's now the front tire. That's simple if you mess it up the first time like that. Now keep in mind, I have not ridden this bike today, so this is a cold temperature, but that's what I want. I wanted to see what the temperature is immediately when I open up the app. I don't want to have to ride down the road for it to pick up the sensor. Now I know that as I ride a little bit, that PSI is going to go up. However, I like riding anywhere between 38 and 40 PSI, so I know that I'm going to want to add a little bit of air from my compressor into this front tire so I'm feeling comfortable. It's that easy to install one of these. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take care of the back tire. You don't need to see me struggle with that, so I'll be right back. And through the magic of YouTube, it's done. So everything worked out really good. Nice and easy to put the ones on the back on. Wasn't that much trouble at all. Did get a little bit of banged up on the back of my hand, but that's to be expected anytime you deal with the back. But I know I don't have to worry about doing that again for when I go check my air pressure. I can just go right to the app, check it out. So I'm excited to see how these work out for our trip that we have planned next month. After we're back from that trip, I'll go ahead and put down in the description right down there how things worked out, monitoring our tire pressure and how easy it was, hopefully. So I'm really happy that we did this little upgrade to our bikes, and I'm also happy that I won't have to worry about struggling or stressing about getting the tire pressure anymore. So that's it for this video of Bike to Table Reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. Head over to my Facebook page, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Remember, live to ride, ride to eat. See you next time.